Hey guys, it's Donna. How you doing? 22nd? Oh, 23rd. I'm sorry, equinox. Woohoo. Of September 2019. I have come in tonight because I'd like to talk about a few spiritual aspects to you dolls and guys out there. I would like to talk about the dark night of the soul. For those of you that are familiar with it, I think that you would understand. Uh, There are 5 aspects that I feel are very important about having a dark night of the soul. We go through them quite frequently, and they are very uncomfortable when you're in a dark night of the soul. If you see the smoke going, I'm just making sure that anybody or anything that comes around my area, that you are cleansed. Okay, guys? Just cleansing, you know what I'm saying. Doing a little cleansing. However, I came on. I did put up the elementals today, and I will continue to put up the rest of the month, mid-month, individual zodiac signs. However, I think you got pretty much a lot today. I think in the elementals today. I'm channeling very deeply right now, so I just want you guys to just go with me. I'm playing a little bit of, I'll lower it a little bit, some meditational music. I believe I will tell you what it is, so this way, in case you guys are interested. This is Hertz 520, HERTZ 520. It's supposed to be a very relaxing and calming, soothing for anybody that is needing that right now. So, Dark Night of the Soul is a place that we go through when we have an awakening, a spiritual awakening. And sometimes we become very disconnected and we start to feel discombobulated in the sense that we spend all this time spiritually, okay? We spend all this time manifesting and listening to divine guidance and pulling cards, or we're using our pendulum, or trying to find somebody that can intuitively or empathically read for us. And then we find that we get to a place at the dark night of the soul, and it's like, it's very uncomfortable, and we feel like our passion and our I put down right here, like I was channeling, and I wrote some things down that are really important that I wanted to bring to you guys, because I feel like sometimes, who we are, I feel, as spiritual, we go through our spiritual transformation, like I said, a bit more accelerated. We sign up for this when we come in. Okay, we definitely sign up for this when we come in. We don't just come into this earth plane. We come in with a contract, and that's the Akashic records. And I will do a lot on that at some point in time. But right now, I want to talk about the dark night of the soul, because I feel a lot of you are going through it at this time. Even myself, I believe I just came out of the dark night of the soul. We continuously go in and we go out. We go in and we go out. Um, it's a forcing, overwhelming, cultivating. We can go through it for months, weeks, years. Sometimes we find ourselves, it's called the darkest before dawn. I find it's like the darkest. We never forget the dark. It's a very fog misery connection. We lose our passion, our purpose, our fun, our motivation, our magic, cut off from all sorts of mystical feelings within ourselves. Very humdrum, very dull feeling that we get within ourselves. We get a very dull, non-concentrated feeling. We always look for confirmation in the flow of everything that's going on. We're just basically gliding through life. We're looking to be guided from our higher self, and we don't always feel that when we are in the dark night of the soul. We get a lot of highs and lows. That's where we get the depression feeling, and then we get a very elevated feeling when we're being downloaded and activated. That's where we feel the connectedness that comes in. We feel like there's a lot of bullshit going on in our life. I'm just looking over some of my notes that I put down, and I just like to do that when I'm channeling, because I like to be able to tell you, like, you're feeling empowered, okay? You're feeling not empowered when you're going through the dark night of the soul. You're looking for a substance and something. You lose all connection with divine. At least you feel like that. You feel like you lose a lot of divine connection. You feel like for some reason that somebody has pulled a cord out from you, and that all this was all for nothing. You find yourself doubting, like, why is this? I felt so spiritual, and there was all these wonderful magical things that were going to happen, and I felt all these passions, and that I was going to make a huge difference. I want to say in life, like, you felt like you were going to make an extremely huge difference in life, and I want to say that you still are. It's just that sometimes we have to disconnect so we can reconnect in a more powerful, much more empowering way. Nobody ever tells you really about that. Nobody ever really tells you that, we go through these pivotal places of shiftings where we get disconnected. People talk about a lot of downloading, and people talk about a lot of things that go on, but they never exactly say to you that you may feel disconnected from yourself for a while, or you may feel that somehow or another that you are not feeling like some of the things that I wrote down here are very important. Extreme pain, to help people, like you want to help people in the worst way possible, and the wisdom that you have gotten from your pain that you utilize to help people with. I know for me, like, I have a lot of things to share with you guys about my years on this earth plane that has caused me to become more open and more wanting to, some people want to help on a smaller level, and some people want to, help on an expanded level. Like for instance, this YouTube channel, it's an expanded level. Some people will help just with, everyday mundane, not mundane in the sense that it's boring, but mundane, like smaller proportions. You want to feel the equal, and you want to feel satisfied, abundant, and free. It's all worth it in the end, living this life where it is, or what it is for. We're all tested on all levels. We look to release, and we just want to chill for a while. We're very perplexed. We find like places that we're very perplexed at, and we want bold movements, and we want to, the emotional intensity is bleak at times, spiritual times, financials collapse, especially for people that are in the spiritual realm of things. We find for a while sometimes things collapse around us, and we find for instance, I owned a business previously, and that I had to let go of if I wanted to do what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now is my passion, my vow to God, all my angels and saints up above. My vow was to go through this process. All the pain and hurt that I have felt along the way gave me a place to lead by example to you guys. I want to be able to show you that you can come back and be even more resilient of the person that you are. There are people, I know of somebody in particular that wanted to hurt themselves, leave this earth plane. And with doing that comes consequences if you do not leave. There's a lot of walk-ins. They are embodiment of souls that are looking to just come into this earth plane, whether they're good, meaning that they're positive, good energy, or they're negatives. They will take over your body and they will lead you if you don't die from whatever situation that you try to cause upon yourself. And I do know somebody. Nothing I can do about it because their chosen path they're doing, and I can't help them any further. So I've seen so many things go on from the dark night of the soul. People wanting to leave because it's so painful. You feel like you don't know where to go. You know, where do I turn? Where do I go to? Who do I go to? Who's going to mentor me? Who's going to tell me what shift is going on and what's not going on? That's why I have vowed the rest of my lifetime here on this earth plane that I will help people shift. I will explain what's going on in such a profound way, even if it's ABC like, or it's in a very strong, influential way, you know, in a very, you know, it doesn't matter how educated you are. It doesn't matter how rich you are. You still go through these dark night of the souls. Some people get it and lots of people don't. And it can feel scary because you feel alone and you feel very down and you feel like you start questioning, what's this whole guidance about? What's this whole divine God and angels? And they offer me all these wonderful things. And then all of a sudden, that like I feel so disconnected and nothing's showing up like I thought it would, or they said it would, or but it's only because you're putting a time frame and you're putting a limit on what God can do for you, what your angels can do for you, because what they can do for you is so much more on so many levels if you allow them to. When you're feeling, like a lot of times I say, when you're feeling the shift, okay, which a lot of times are the dark night of the souls, when you're feeling the shift, go with it. Don't go against it. When you're feeling tired, rest. If you have to change up your career, then change up your career. If you have to find a way and a means to make things happen, then you have to do that. It's not rocket science, okay? It's not something that anybody can concrete build for you. You have to do that and work with it around what fits your lifestyle and your schedule. With me, I chose to work being a life coach, a neuro-linguistic practitioner. You know, I took the courses to do that so I can up my plateau on my platform for people. And also, I always tell people I'm not a doctor, a lawyer, I'm not a psychiatrist. All I am is a spiritual advisor, a life coach. Hell, I even have a life coach. Hell, I have a neuro-linguistic practitioner. How do you think I got there? It's because I knew people that did it, and it helped me a lot. So if it helped me, why would I not want to share that with you? Why would I not want to better you? When I say to you that all the questions that we get all the time about, is he coming back? Is my relationship going to work out? You know, am I going to get the money that I'm supposed to get? Is my soulmate ever going to come in? Am I ever going to be with somebody that truly loves me and doesn't lie? Is my loved one that passed away, are they thinking of me? Are they here still with me? Like, these are all very, very important, crucial things that you guys want to know, and I know that. That's why there's a lot of people that read the tarot on here. But I'm not only a tarot reader. I am a life coach, and I am a neuro-linguistic practitioner, and I am intuitive, empathic, spiritual guidance for you guys, because I want to help any way possible, because I've been there. I felt there was days I didn't want to get up. There was days that I didn't want to see tomorrow come. There was times that I felt like I don't know if I can handle another day. There was times I didn't know what I wanted to do anymore. Should I go back into school and doing something else? Should I be not working from home anymore? Should I not have my office here? Should I cut off my clientele? I knew I couldn't, because I knew what my purpose was, just like you will. You're going to find your passion and your purpose. And as you go through the transformation, and as you go through the ups and downs, you will know through all of that. If there weren't people like myself here and other people that I know, like, I feel like there'd be no guidance. There'd just be reading over and over again. Like, I remember when I first started out, I want to say that I was probably about, I'll be giving my age away, but that's okay. I was probably like 28 when I was doing readings, like thorough readings, where people were coming to me for readings and paying. And I felt like, is this all I'm ever going to do, is read for people and give them answers to their life that way? And I remember on my knees praying one night, and I said, God, please tell me what my purpose is. Like, what is my purpose? And my channeling started to come through even more. And I realized that my purpose is to help humanity, is to help children and adults, and help change the world one person at a time. I feel with each person that gives out their information that pertains to growth, that is a teacher and a student. Just like I learned from you guys when I talk to you. All you guys know that whoever has spoken to me on the phone from YouTube, I will add a half hour, an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, and never charge you for it, because I'm more knowing that God will take care of me, and I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to die, because I know the life after. I will still be here. My body won't be here, but my soul will always thrive here, because I will always be working with souls. Now, if I could put a request out there, dear God, my angels, archangels, where is my soul entwinement? You brought me some people along the way. However, they were lessons. They weren't soul entwinements. That's okay, because I feel perfectly content in who I am, and I love my family to pieces, and they are all gifted. My children are extremely gifted souls. Matter of fact, my youngest said, how about we do a live when Lorenzo comes home? That's my son. He's the middle. He's handsome. He's so handsome. Model-like material, and so is my older daughter and my younger daughter. They're very, if I may say, very, very, being humble, I'm saying that. They are very beautiful inside and out, but they are full, when I say to the max, of gifts. I have a channeler, an empath, an intuitive. I have a medical healer, a strong healer. Like my daughter's going to be a doctor soon. We call her doctor now because the fact is she has already done all the classes, so she basically knows all her stuff. But my point being is that we're all growing together and evolving together, and I want to make you guys a part of my soul tribe family. I want us to like grow together, and I want to be able to give you knowledge, and I want you to build from it with building blocks. I don't just want to throw words at you like counterparts or divine masculine, divine femininity. If you don't know what that means, like some people do and some people don't. Some people ask me in email, like, what does that mean exactly? Or is Joe going to get the hell out of my life? You know, Joe Blow, is he going to get out of my life? I want him to leave. I've had enough of him. How do I get rid of him? You're going to have to disconnect. You're going to have to tell him our time has come, that we need to part ways now, because I'm not happy, you're not happy, and we both need to be happy, and I wish you well. It's not as easy as it sounds. It's crucial that you are walking on the right path right now. It's very, very crucial that you're walking the right path. If you're walking the path of being in complete denial, if you're walking the path and you're being in complete fear mode, and you know fear stands for false reality, false evidence. Okay, it's false evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. False evidence appearing real. It's not real. We get in the fear mode when we feel that we're emptied and that we don't have our guidance and our angels and our spirit guides and our loved ones that have passed, and God and Mary, Mother Mary, and Jesus and all the angels and saints around us. When we feel that we don't feel them, we feel empty. So it's always important to pray, no matter who you pray to, as long as you pray within your own mind. I tell my daughter all day, you don't have to pray outwardly. You can pray inside your head. And you don't have to say the prayer over and over, because God hears you one time. He hears you, and he hears your plea for help, or can you do this or that? He hears you. So I know I started out on the dark night of the soul, explaining how we feel very disconnected from our divine energy of who we are. We feel miserable, we cry, we feel depressed, we feel very angst, a lot of anxiousness, and we feel like nothing's ever going to come back together again. But as you understand it. And I definitely would tell you, Google Dark Night of the Soul. Pick up a book, Dark Night of the Soul. Read about it. Put some knowledge in the place so that you understand what you're going through. A lot of people are going through. You're not doing it by yourself. And this way you feel free that, okay, I'm not alone. That's why they have a lot of forums out there. And I told you I'm going to be having channels on here where we can just chit chat. Sit back and chit chat. If you want to donate, great. I'm never going to beg anybody to donate. Like, you have to. Like, if you want me to stay here, obviously donate. If you want me to stay, this is my way of living. I don't have, besides my book, okay, that people, my PDF file, where I'm going to put on here, I'm going to be doing some clothing, a clothing line. Not going to tell you the name. However, I do have an emblem that's already patent, which will be mine. It will be on the clothing, the t-shirt, the sweatshirt, the shorts, the sweatpants, the socks, the jewelry. You'll be able to have that, and you'll see why it's so important to me. And somebody created that for me because of the fact that they knew that I had a divine connection, divinity connected. And they believed in me enough, so I had jewelry made. Someone did that for me and had it made. So I'm going to be embellishing all those things into a hat. Like I said, clothing line, jewelry. I'm going to be expanding outward. I had a place called the Spiritual Cafe many moons ago. A very successful place. People really enjoyed, but I had to move at the time. And it was my next journey. Like I said, we all have to let go of something that we love or we think we love in order to create and recreate the better version of ourselves. Like I said, prior in other videos, I've done TV, I've done radio, I've worked with phenomenal people. I have to say celebrities, okay, I read for. But my point being is that they're just like you and me. They're no different. They have the same trials and tribulations. They go through the dark night of the soul. If you know, there's a lot of celebrities that are very spiritual. They believe. They're not just going to go to anybody. They're going to go to people that they know that truly are spiritual beings giving out guidance, not just readings. They want to know what to do in their lives with their family, what they can put forth besides money as a soul individual. So yeah, this was a very mellow, chit-chatty talk with Donna, Shaman Queen 1111. But I feel like we needed to talk about the dark night of the soul and when we go through them. And they can last, like I said, they can last for days. They can last for weeks, months, depending how long it takes you to understand and go with the flow and not fight yourself on it. and know that you're okay and everything will turn out the way it should. What I wanted to do before I end, because I'm going to do another video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to give a few little cards out, just a couple, just to give you an insight into what I feel. Actually, what I'm going to do is, instead of the cards, I'm going to turn to the page, or whatever page I open to. So you're going to have to go with me on it. Live your soul, not a role. How perfect is that? I opened up to page 56, which equals 11. Live your soul, not a role. Be wary of pigeonholing yourself into certain roles, false identities, and fixed behaviors such as a mother or a father, a boss, or worse, failure. You're not a failure. These roles can leave you limited, unable to connect and express your true nature. Present struggles with others can be attributed to falling under the spell of some type of role playing that does not allow your true spirit to shine and prevents genuine connection with others to occur. Think about that. Think about it for a second. It just went along with the whole thing we talked about, and I didn't plan opening up to that page. I just pick a page always. Your divine energy is calling you to connect with others in an authentic and available soul-to-soul way. Soul-to-soul way. Recognizing things you share in common and avoid false role-to-role interactions that create distance and misunderstandings. Your divine invitation. Allow your divine energy to flow freely. Drop your defense and pretenses and relax your fears. You are a beautiful and bright soul. You are. Let others enjoy the real you. They will love you. I think that pretty much sums it all up about finding what your purpose is, the dark night of the soul, letting go of things so that we can recreate things, becoming the masters of our own destinations and plans. I think that you guys will all feel much better. And as always, I infuse this video with a lot of energy. So like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment if you feel compelled to, if this helped you in any way possible. Because, as some of you know, this girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. I'm a fire sign, but I feel like I'm walking today with divine energy hand in hand. And I feel like I'm helping whoever it is. I may not resonate with a lot of people today or tomorrow, but eventually you're going to land on me and I may help you. It's not meant for everybody. It's meant for some. Because if everybody landed on me and I helped every single person, there'd be nothing left of me. I'm not the sole creator, God is. I'm a mere vessel. And I know that. So with saying that, I love you guys dearly with all my heart. And I hope that I touched a soul today. And I hope that you understand the difference of the dark night of the soul when you go through it. Like I said, Google it, read about it, pick up a book, download a book, ebook. But most of all, it's about being disconnected, and you will be reconnected even stronger than you were before. Because you know why? We're light warriors. We are warriors full of light, and we're here to shine as we walk through the rest of this path together. And we lead the way. Okay, guys. Take care. I love you guys. For those of you that are new to my channel, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it from the bottom of my soul. And I hope to see you again. And namaste, guys. See you soon.